The Reconstruction Era was one of the most transformative and controversial periods in United States history. Spanning from 1865 to 1877, it followed the devastation of the American Civil War and represented America's first serious attempt to rebuild the nation while redefining freedom, citizenship, and equality. When the Civil War ended in 1865, the United States faced enormous challenges. The Southern economy was destroyed, millions of formerly enslaved African Americans were now free, and the question loomed large: how would the nation reunite after such deep division? Reconstruction was the answer, but it would not be simple. Reconstruction began under President Abraham Lincoln, who proposed a lenient plan to bring Southern states back into the Union quickly. However, Lincoln's assassination shifted power to Vice President Andrew Johnson. Johnson favored rapid reunification with minimal punishment for the South. Under his leadership, Southern states enacted black codes, laws designed to limit the freedom of African Americans and maintain white control. This angered members of Congress known as the Radical Republicans. They believed Reconstruction should fundamentally transform Southern society and protect the rights of freed people. In 1867, Congress took control of Reconstruction, dividing the South into military districts and requiring states to adopt new constitutions guaranteeing equal rights. During this period, 3 constitutional amendments reshaped the nation. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. The 14th Amendment granted citizenship and equal protection under the law to anyone born in the United States. The 15th Amendment prohibited denying the right to vote based on race. Together, these amendments laid the foundation for modern civil rights. For a brief moment, Reconstruction showed remarkable promise. African American men voted in large numbers and were elected to local, state, and even national offices. Public education expanded across the South, and institutions such as churches and colleges flourished within black communities. Organizations like the Freedmen's Bureau helped formerly enslaved people find work, reunite families, and gain access to education. But Reconstruction faced fierce resistance. White supremacist groups such as the Ku Klux Klan used terror, violence, and intimidation to suppress black political participation. Economic hardship remained widespread, and many white Southerners viewed Reconstruction governments as illegitimate. As Northern commitment weakened, federal enforcement of civil rights declined. The election of 1876 triggered a political crisis that led to the Compromise of 1877. In exchange for resolving the disputed election, federal troops were withdrawn from the South. Reconstruction officially ended. The consequences were profound. Without federal protection, Southern states enacted Jim Crow laws that enforced racial segregation and stripped African Americans of voting rights for nearly a century. The promise of Reconstruction was left unfulfilled. Despite its failures, Reconstruction remains a pivotal chapter in American history. It marked the nation's first attempt to create a multiracial democracy and redefine freedom after slavery. Many of the constitutional principles established during this era would later fuel the civil rights movement of the 20th century. Reconstruction was not just about rebuilding the South, it was about redefining what America stood for, and its legacy continues to shape the United States to this day.